Good morning, Smith. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you this morning.
I'm alert and alive and awake, so happy to be here.
That's great. Are you ready for 38 Qs?
I'm gonna try.
Good deal. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, you lead the way.
Okay.
I have the first question for you. I hear you have a little one at home.
That's correct. I have Catherine Smith Richardson. My wife Ashley and I had her February 20th.
Oh, that is wonderful. So is she named for someone in the family?
Yes. Catherine comes from my wife's side of the family, and Smith is my middle name, which is my grandmother's maiden name.
That's great. Has she attended the nursery yet? Because we're walking in there right now. This is a great room for little ones.
It is beautiful. I know a lot of good people are here helping out. As you know, Catherine's a little young, so she's just starting to get through church without hiccups, but I know we'll be taking advantage of this room soon.
Why is it important to you that she grows up at St. John's?
I think it's important for the sense of community and exposure to Jesus Christ's story from the perspective outside of mine and Ashley's. So that's what we're looking for.
What is the hardest part so far about being a dad?
Actually, Ashley is doing the traditional nursing, so she's having the difficult part, and she's done sensationally. I feel like everything else is going pretty well, other than those first couple weeks where I felt like, we were doing things incorrect, but it turns out baby's just crying incessantly sometimes.
Were you and Ashley married here at St. John's?
We were actually. We're coming up on our anniversary this weekend. We were married May 21st, 2016.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Had a lot going on.
We
this
did,
year.
Actually.
What do you remember most about the ceremony?
The readings, we chose them. So we picked Tobit, Ephesians, and Corinthians.
Tobit's beautiful.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
wonderful. What ministry team do you serve on here at St. John's?
So I've been with servant ministry, but the last couple months since Catherine was born, I've had a little bit of a difficult time helping out as much recently.
Well, tell you what, let's walk into the parlor. Servant ministry actually meets next door in the library, and I know you also help out with the men of the church and do some things with them. They actually meet here once a month, so
right.
I thought this would be a beautiful setting for us just to sit and chat for a moment.
Absolutely.
So, a couple of rapid fire questions here.
Okay.
iPhone or Android?
I would say Android, but I really don't care. I'm not a tech person. As long as I have the internet and can check my emails, I'm good to go.
Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram?
So don't get me wrong, I love looking at the pictures and seeing things from afar and reading some outrageous stories from conservatives and liberals, but I actually like LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. You're one of the few people that that I've heard that's a very professional
Absolutely.
website. We may have to get our Dan the man in the office on that one day for St. John's.
Absolutely.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Walterboro, South Carolina, and hung out with family, played sports, and did a little bit of fishing.
Great. What is your day job?
My day job, I'm the director of sales of a staffing agency, Gallman Personnel Services and Gallman Consulting. I've been with them 9 years now. We actually do contract staffing, so think temporary to hire workers, but also executive searches. I manage a couple salespeople, but I also do executive searches as well.
Great. What's the most interesting thing in this room?
Probably the conversations that happen in here.
That's awesome. There are so many groups that meet in the parlor. It's just a beautiful setting for brides, for meetings, and for receptions. It's just a
My wife got
room.
ready in here.
Yes, she did.
So that was exciting.
Definitely. So, what is your favorite food?
If we're not talking fancy, then I love all sorts of fruits, peanut butter, I know that's weird, but and cereal. And then you put me in front of a piece of chocolate cake and I'll be a happy man.
Least favorite food?
Cottage cheese. I can almost tolerate anything else.
I tell you what, let's take a walk again, and we have some landscaping going on today.
Yeah,
with,
I hear it.
Blue Moon Landscaping. They do a good job for us here at St. John's, but let's take a walk outside. Tell me about sports, college basketball or football?
So college basketball, despite my stature being 5'9", I played basketball growing up and still try to play a little bit today, but I do hold season tickets to USC games, and I've had them since I graduated college, even during the Darren Horn era.
Are you a pro basketball, hockey, or football watcher?
Definitely pro football. I won my fantasy football league of 12 members, and call me up when it's the playoffs for pro basketball.
Awesome. What's your favorite hymn?
Lift High the Cross is powerful.
Favorite sermon?
Mostly it's just the ones that coincide with what's going on in my life, and that happens quite often actually.
What college did you attend?
I went to the University of South Carolina in Columbia and graduated in 2005.
That is great. If your life were a song, what would the title be?
I would have to say Unrivaled Heights.
Tell me why.
Because I've been able to enjoy so many beautiful things in my life, getting married, having a child, having wonderful friends and family. So I'm experiencing things that maybe others don't, but it's through my love for God and Jesus Christ.
If you could master one instrument, what would it be?
Probably the piano. My parents tried getting lessons for me as a child, and I kind of didn't enjoy them, but now I can appreciate the beauty of the piano.
Dogs or cats?
Definitely dogs.
Best gift you have received from your wife?
Well, the obvious one is my daughter, Catherine. We don't normally give traditional material gifts. We do a lot of more gestures and things that are nice for one another.
Father's Day is coming up. How are you celebrating the day with your dad?
So my dad has been ill, and you might notice his name on the prayer list for the last few years. His name is Billy Richardson. And so we'll go down to Walterboro, and I'll bring my daughter and Ashley, and I think you'll be pretty happy.
That'll be a lovely day. Tea or coffee?
Coffee, and I like for it to punch me in the face.
Me too. More caffeine, the better.
That's right.
Let's walk over this
Sure.
way, towards the parking lot. So, who is a person that you would like to have coffee with?
Andre Agassi. Actually, I read his book Open, and it's riveting.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching him play tennis.
He was just a wonderful personality and great tennis player.
Absolutely.
Can you describe an experience when you felt most nervous?
Yes, actually. In 2013, we almost lost my dad to kidney failure, liver failure, a heart attack, and pneumonia. And then the following summer, my mother was diagnosed with colon cancer. She had a perforated colon. And there were a lot of prayers going on around the world. We asked for people to give us, those prayers. And it helped heal my mother, who's cancer-free now. My dad is still ill, but he's fighting through every day.
That's wonderful. I'm glad everyone that is doing well now, Richardson.
Thank you.
Smith. Your favorite word?
I like any adjective. Sensational, incredible. I'm a recruiter.
Least favorite word?
Okay, it's not a word, it's an acronym, ASAP. It means as soon as possible, but some people think it means drop everything you're doing.
What's your favorite color?
It would have to be blue. I gravitate towards it.
Least favorite color?
Orange is obnoxious.
Is there a reason behind that, like a USC maybe?
Somewhat,
reason?
but just think about it. Orange is hard to coordinate with other things.
That it is.
And you stand out in a crowd.
Clemson fans would say purple goes quite well with that.
True.
Though. Best advice your parents have given you?
So I can't think of something that was specific, but I can say they raised me in such a way that I think I found success, and that's pretty powerful.
Best event at St. John's?
Ashley and I really enjoyed the Alpha series.
You spoke recently at church about stewardship. What motivated you to speak about giving financially to the church?
Right, so I think a lot of us are scared to give perhaps 10% to the church. I didn't make this choice until February of last year, although I had given to the church, some monetary amount. But there are many times in the Bible that it talks about giving to the church. For instance, what's Caesar's is Caesar's and what's God's is God's. And anyway, money's kind of a promise to the government.
What's your favorite season?
Spring. I want to be able to sit outside and enjoy a deck with friends and maybe not have sweltering heat.
If you had one superpower, what would it be, Smith?
Ooh, one superpower. Does not having a lot of sleep count?
Listen, thank you so much for being
Definitely,
with us today.
I enjoyed
we
it.
appreciate it. We
Love St. John's.
We can tell, most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you again for being here today.
Absolutely.
And for being our second interview with
Okay.
38 Qs.
Yeah.
And we hope you have a great day, and we will see you on Sunday.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
Bye, Smith.
Bye. Have a good one.